Coach Gaz here with the Juggernaut Thought. My Juggernaut Thought today is about informed decision versus assumption. So often we've all heard that saying, assuming makes an ass out of you and me. And that's true, but I don't think we necessarily apply that to all contexts. I got tagged in an article from a client of mine who I trained quite a number of years ago, Melissa Slender. Hey Mel, if you're out there. And you know, in the article, it was one of the points of, the article that she highlighted me in actually was mistakes that fitness professionals, personal trainers make when training female clients. And one of the mistakes that was listed was making an assumption on a client's ability based off their physical appearance, and something I always strive not to do. And when I'm dealing not only in professional context, but when I'm dealing with people, if I do make an assumption and my mind draws to an assumption based off that person's appearance or based off what my perception is of that person, you know, due to whatever contact I've had, I always strive to not let that rule my relationship or rule my interaction with that person, because I just don't know. I need to make an informed kind of, not necessarily informed decision, but I need to form a better picture, a clearer picture, and for that you need the facts. So drawing assumptions on people based off what I perceive them it can be a tricky thing, but I think it's always worthwhile keeping in mind. There's cases of celebrities. If you want to look at a different context, there's cases of celebrities, and I only use celebrities because they're people that we all recognize. You know, your Robin Williams of the world, your Chester Benningtons of the world, and recently the Australian model Annalise Brackensick, that they all had their own battles, their own demons to fight, and they all had quite tragic ends. And people assume because they have the life and they're successful, that everything is going well for them, or nothing is as hard for them as it is for other people. And for each of those cases, that wasn't the case. They all had their own struggles and their own demons to fight. And people assuming that they're doing well just because they have success in some of the other areas of their life, that's an assumption that didn't help them at all. So we always strive to make informed decisions, and I strive to do so personally, and we strive to do so professionally at Juggernaut as well. You know, when people come in and they ask about how they get started with us, I tell them that we need to do that first session, which is on us. It's complimentary, so you can see what our capabilities are, and we can provide, we can gather information to give you an informed decision about whether you want to continue working with us or not, and that's important for us to do. There's no point onboarding people or trying to make suggestions for what is the best solution for them unless we have more details, and otherwise we're just making assumptions based off what we see when that person walks in the door, or based off what we see when someone makes an email inquiry, or based off what we see when we have a phone call with someone. So think about where you would have the best outcome, informed decisions versus assumptions, and maybe reflect on areas of your life or interactions where you have a tendency to make more assumptions than informed decisions, and is that actually working for you? It's Coach Gaz with Juggernaut Thought. Bit of a long one today, but I think it's an important one. See you later.